Hey, welcome back to the channel, you guys. I want to give you guys my quick take of Morbius. Now, I normally don't do new movies on this because I just don't, because everybody covers new movies. And so, remember, on this YouTube channel, I don't do reviews. I just give you guys my personal opinions about it and stuff. So, Morbius, it's got Jared Leto. It's got Jared Leto in it, and it also has. It's got, who else is in this movie? Michael Keaton's in this movie at the end, and it's got Matt Smith. Now, Matt Smith was the guy that played in that movie. I can't think his name, but Matt Smith is in this movie as well. And then it's got who else is in this movie? Andrea Arjona is in it, and then it's got Jared Harris in it. It's got some pretty good actors in there. It's got Tyrese Gibson in here. Yeah. But anyway, you guys, I just wanted to read that off, but because I didn't write any notes this time, but this is getting 70. It's a 17% Rotten Tomatoes, and also 73% people like this movie, and I happen to be in that 73%. I can tell you guys sometimes that I don't really like movies, but I will say it like I didn't really care for it. Like I wasn't mad when I left the theater, and I'll say something like that because. And with all the stuff that's going on in the world, you guys, with all the stuff that's going on in Hollywood, and actors and actresses, and the wars all over the world, and shootings and killings and stuff, I go to work every day, and sometimes on the weekend, I just want to, go to a movie theater with a friend, and, I went with my friend Chuck. He's going through a divorce, and, he wanted me to go with him, so I went with him, and we went to a restaurant and had a draft beer, so I'm just not one of those people that just want to start a YouTube channel doing all this, making faces and bombing and, saying how I wasted my time and they did this and they did that. So just want to throw that out there. But anyway, I watched the movie, and the movie's like, it's got a 17% Rotten Tomatoes. It also got, it's an hour and 44 minutes long. Of course, it's Morbius. It's a Marvel character, and he's I'll read this off and real quick. It says, dangerously ill with a rare blood disorder and determined to save others from the same fate, Dr. Morbius attempts a desperate gamble. While at first it seems to be a radical success, a darkness inside of him soon unlashes. Now, I just read plot synopsis. Normally I write stuff down, but I just got home and I'm getting ready to work out. So, you guys, honestly, I fell asleep a little bit in this movie, to be honest with you. I gotta be a little bit more honest. I dozed off, and I have a knack of dozing off in movies. I don't doze off to where, it was a bad movie. It's just I have a knack of dozing off, and I don't know why. It might be the fact I'm just getting older, but I dozed off for like a couple of seconds here, 30 seconds there, and then after that I was good. I doze off in a lot of movies. And then when finally I just, the action in it was good. The special effects I thought was okay. And I'm just giving you some of the stuff that I thought that people said they didn't like. The way that he, tried to explain how he got his powers and what he was trying to do. I thought they did pretty good with that, you guys. So, but then again, I'm not a movie critic. You can go get a movie critic, and he could take this movie and slice and dice it, and I could sit and listen to a movie critic, and I go like, wow, you got a good point. But is that going to change my attitude towards the movie? No. Because, guys, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I go to movies just because the world is so messed up. Just stuff that happened last weekend with a couple of actors, and stuff that's going on in Ukraine and all that stuff right here in the United States of America, and then just stuff overseas. You're always hearing bad news. So when I go to movies, you guys, I just go because I like sitting in theater. I feel like I'm shutting reality out a little bit, and I'm living in my own little fantasy world when I go to these movies. I always felt that way when I went to movies. So overall, you guys, I really enjoyed this movie. I dozed off for like maybe 20 or 30 seconds each time. And now you probably say, well, that means it's boring. No, I'm just telling you guys, I have a knack of dozing off. I never dozed off. There's a lot of movies I dozed off in, but I watched them and I still liked them. But I tell you, man, there's some good fight scenes in here. But I think that if you really wanted to nitpick this, you could. But I'm not. I had a good time just hanging out with my buddy and went and got dinner. Got a lunch, and then we bought. I treated him to a draft beer. I bought a draft beer for myself because I don't drink that much, and we just sit there and just talked about stuff. But overall, you guys, I liked the movie. I really did. And I didn't really think it was that bad. And so I hung around for the end credits because they said, obviously when you hear the critics talk about it, they said that the end credits didn't make any sense and they were all over the place. So once again, me and my friend, we sit there, other people that was in the theater, and we watched the end credits. And I was sitting there going like, so what's really bad about this end credit? One end credit was, somebody seeing themselves somewhere, and then they come out, and then the camera pans off on them and tells you who they are. Then you have a couple more credits roll by, and then another end credit is where Morbius is driving in the car and he's going way out to meet somebody, and then when he does, they said something about, hey, I know something about Spider-Man, and it's back when it has to deal with that last Spider-Man movie that came out when everything was cracking open. So I think they're going to tie all that in together. But to be honest with you, I was sitting there going, they was talking about the end credit was messed up too, and it didn't make no sense. And maybe that's just me, you guys. Maybe I just don't know how to look at movies. Or maybe I'm just one of those people that just don't get upset over the smallest little thing. You know why? Because no one made me go see this movie. I wanted to go see it. And every time I see a movie that ain't that good, I'm not mad. You know why? Because I'm the one who went to go see the movie. I have seen some movies that was like, wow, man, this movie really wasn't that good. But when I walked out theater, I was never mad. I was never mad. The movie just ain't that good, But that's very rare. It has to be just god-awful bad for me to be saying that the movie is bad, and I walk out theater just like, and then, you got YouTubers that get on there, they go, oh, this movie's good if you're drunk, or wait till you come out on DVD or, digital on demand. I understand they can tell people that so they can, not go see the movie. I understand that part. But for me, I'm telling y'all, I want y'all to understand that when I go see movies, because I want to go see it. I've been wanting to go see this movie for a while. And I ain't going to lie to you. I had a good time. I worked all week, and I wanted to get out of the house. And I'm getting ready to pump some iron here shortly. And I had a pretty good day. Now, I grabbed me something to eat, had a draft beer with my friend, and we went and seen Morbius. And it was an overall, above average movie for me, you guys. So anyway, God bless and take care. And we'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe out there. We'll see you.